Boys, girls, all my traumas out there, welcome back. Tyler Robert, and this is a review for Gotham, Season 3, Episode 12, titled Ghosts. As we can see, after having seen the episode titled Ghosts, because ghosts very much dictate the direction of this episode. The episode being focused on Jim Gordon, Penguin, and Bruce Wayne. Jim Gordon, the death of Mario, clearly being the ghost that's dictating his life. He has a death sentence out on him, essentially. Victor Zsasz is trying to kill Gordon for most of the episode until Falcone cuts it off. But we see that ghost kind of dictate Gordon's life for the episode. We see Penguin's father dictate Penguin's life, and we see not necessarily an actual ghost, meaning that the character died, but just a really big blast from the past with Selena Kyle's mother kind of dictating Selena's life. This was not the episode we needed. Coming back, I mean, it set the pace when it comes to our major characters and what to expect for the latter half of Season 3. However, there simply was not enough here to leave an impactful mid-season premiere. If someone's coming in the mid-season premiere and going off of that to see if they're going to stick around, I don't think they'll stick around based on that episode. It was mind games with Penguin. It was the death sentence for Gordon, but then no, not really. And then the Selena Kyle thing is just the least interesting aspect of the episode. There simply wasn't enough here engaging or intriguing enough to really warrant coming back next week if you're not an every week viewer. Really don't know where they're going with this, and it's not only that you don't know, it's kind of a don't care thing. I love Gotham. This was a bad episode, though, to start off the second half of the premiere. The acting was fine. The acting from everyone was fine. I would have liked to see Butch a little bit. I know that not everyone was in this episode, and even Riddler was in it to a very small degree. Would have liked to see some more players, though, for the mid-season premiere. Really just having a few of the characters that are going to be a part of these major storylines for the rest of the season. I don't know if it was the best decision, especially since the focus was so heavily on Penguin and Gordon. Even Bruce Wayne, with the Selena Kyle stuff, Bruce Wayne wasn't even that much of a focus, which, again, it's fine, but I would have really liked to see all the players here to see what we're working with. And the tease that we had with Jerome coming back, that he'd be back in this episode from the marketing at least and the advertising for this half of the season kind of showed that he'd be back this episode, and not really. So that was also misleading. If you're going to advertise him back, deliver, and we see him at the end in that pod. But if you're, it was tricking people into tuning into something that you're not really delivering yet. And again, I keep saying this, but based on this episode, if someone tuned in and they haven't tuned in in a while because they wanted to see Jerome, and they saw that you didn't deliver, but you advertised essentially that he'd be there, it was tricking viewers into watching, and I don't think that was a good idea. I watch regardless. I love Gotham. If you watch the first half of Season 3, I pretty much loved every episode. I gave very good reviews for most of the episodes. This was just not what I was expecting for this mid-season premiere. And I do know that they tweeted or they had mentioned back in December around the 5th, that the episode was delayed. So I don't know if this was supposed to originally be in the first half. I could see that, but all I'm saying is maybe this wasn't meant to be the mid-season premiere. And if that's the case, I'm willing to just, okay, I get it. Because as a mid-season premiere, this was not strong. So we'll see next week what they have to offer with this, with season 3B, but not the greatest start to season 3B. The writing was just not intriguing enough to really capture someone and hook them onto the latter half of season 3. So that's all I'm going to say for Gotham season 3, episode 12, Ghosts. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode. Let me know down below. Subscribe. It takes around that much effort to do so. Until next time, you have been